New Yorkers have done such an amazing job at social distancing, at shelter in place. This is not easy for us. We know it. We are a warm, emotional people. We are used to being close together. We like it that way, and we've had to do something very different for these last weeks. But I want to tell you something. I think it's starting to work because we're seeing some real progress. The number of ventilators that we need, that's been such a big deal, that's been so important, we actually are finding that we need fewer than we projected. That's a good sign. That means fewer people getting infected and getting really sick. Now listen, nothing I'm saying here means let down your guard. Nothing means let's abandon the things that are actually working. In fact, it means let's double down. Keep going with the social distancing. Keep going with the shelter in place. Stay home to the maximum extent possible because, look, it's starting to work. When you stay home, you're actually continuing this winning strategy. It's really starting to work. If we can stick to it, I think we can make some real progress. And if we don't stick to it, here's the problem. Some parts of Asia, they relaxed the rules, and guess what? The disease reasserted itself, and the number of infections shot back up. We can't let that happen here. So let's be happy we see the beginning of some progress. But let's stick to the plan, everyone. It's working. And New Yorkers, you should be proud of yourself because you've really doubled down on these important approaches. You've done everything that we've asked you to do to keep each other safe, and it's beginning to work. Now let me turn to some of the questions that we've gotten this week. And as always, these questions are so important. Here's a question from Melanie. She says, how about some acknowledgement for public school teachers? I want to say our teachers, our educators have been remarkable. We asked them to do something that has never been done in the history of the United States ever, to literally take 1.1 million kids who couldn't go to a school building anymore and reach them with online learning. And the teachers had only days to learn how to do it. A lot of them had never done distance learning before, but they were willing. They were focused. They learned how to do it, and they said, we're going to reach every kid we can. And it's been remarkable. I want to say to our educators, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know what you're doing? You're not only continuing to educate our kids in this really tough time, but it's helping our kids to stay indoors and stay safe because there's something to engage them positively. And it's been remarkable. I want to remind everyone, if your child is still not participating in distance learning because you don't have a device, call 311 and we'll make sure you get what you need right away. Now, Claudia in Queens asks a question, and it's a real pertinent one. She says, how realistic is it that things will go back to normal in May, given that the virus will likely return? Well, this is the important point about this virus. It doesn't have an on and off switch. It's not like there's a moment where everything's suddenly normal again. You know, I can guarantee you we will not be quote unquote normal again by May. We've got a long way ahead. I want to see things improve steadily, but it will take time to ultimately fight this virus back and start to restore life as we know it. The important point is to be clear. We got to stick to the standards that we've put in place for as long as it takes to really break the back of this disease and make sure we're going to be safe for the long term. We know for a fact that some places took their foot off the gas, and we know it really had a horrible impact because then the disease reasserted itself. We can't let that happen here. So here we need to be the place that now that we've learned how to shelter in place, now that we've learned how to socially distance, that we keep doing it until we're really certain we've hit the right moment to start transitioning. So May is really soon. Let's take it one day at a time and get it right and stick to the rules that are actually working for us. Finally, Teddy in Brooklyn. So Teddy says, I'm a student with free time on my hands. I've seen volunteer possibilities for healthcare workers, but how can I help? Teddy, thank you. Thank you for being willing to jump in and help out, and I especially appreciate it from a young person who's looking to do more for everyone. Thank you. Here's a couple of things. If you're over 18 years old, go to nyc.gov/helpnow, and there's a variety of things you can do. You can deliver meals to hungry New Yorkers. You can put together care packages for folks who are isolated. A lot of people who need the help and the support and the love. You can also call isolated folks, particularly seniors, who can't see their loved ones, can't see their grandchildren, because we've had to practice shelter in place and social distancing. But they need love, they need support. Even a phone call goes a long way. Now, even if you're under 18, there's great things you could do. Get creative. Reach out to neighbors, older neighbors in your neighborhood. Give them a call. Or call across to them across the street and let them know you're thinking about them. See if they need anything. See if they need something from the grocery store or the pharmacy that you can bring to them. You know, it's little things like that go a long way and really help people. You can make face coverings for your friends if they need them, so they can help make sure everyone else is being kept safe. Every New Yorker has something they can do, and by the way, the number of New Yorkers who are pitching in is unbelievable. And that's why we're finally starting to see progress. It's because of you, New York. It's because of what you did that we're starting to make some real progress. Thank you, everyone. Keep sending your questions. I'll keep giving you answers.